Can't you do it properly?
You'll regret it if I do it properly.
가슴이 먼저 그댈 알고.
Yup, that's me. And that's my love interest. Notice anything different from the original scene? Well, firstly, it's way gayer. And secondly, it's lacking representation. Asian representation.
Although the United States is renowned for Hollywood and even ranks first among the largest media markets worldwide, Asian Pacific Islanders, or API, only make up 6% of broadcast regular characters as of 2016-2017.
Although GLAAD reports that the percentage of API LGBTQ regular and recurring characters on broadcast is more than double that of the overall API regular characters on broadcast at 13%, there continues to be a lack in representation in comparison to that of other groups, as white people make up more than half of the overall representation for LGBTQ people.
Even ABC's Fresh Off the Boat, a show primarily surrounding an Asian American family, showcases a lesbian character who isn't even Asian. She's white.
It is because of instances like this that lead people to believe that Mr. Sulu, or better yet his actor George Takei, is the only Asian LGBTQ in the media.
To show the lack of representation for API people in the media, let alone LGBTQ API people, we decided to conduct some interviews.
God. Big Hero 6?
Star Wars Rogue One.
This is so upsetting to me, and I can't do this.
Star Trek.
Wow. Why can't I do that? Lucy Liu.
Whoever played Rose in Star Wars.
I know her name.
Jackie Chan. Bruce Lee.
Kim Namjoon. Love Simon.
Moonlight.
Doesn't Fresh Off the Boat have one?
I don't know.
You're blanking. You're blanking.
We're real mad. We're real loud.
Oh, the dude from Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Pass. The one girl from Lemonade Mouth who made the songs that gave people like.
George Chicago.
The person from Star Trek. The man.
Can you name him?
It starts with a T.
I can't tell you that. Just like, does Rogue One fan fiction count?
It's a national secret. I can't say that.
I just can't tell you. It's a secret.
I know that have openly LGBT characters are white or black, but mostly white.
Shocking.
Crazy. Disappointed.
In the beginning, many people were able to answer the questions effortlessly, but soon were baffled at their inability to answer the questions that focused on API peoples, and even more so when LGBTQ API were mentioned as well.
Being LGBT and API is often not easy, as many students who have identified mention that those students who identify as gay and Asian American face marginalization for both their cultural identity and sexual orientation, and additionally, marginalization of their sexual orientation because of their cultural identity.
For many people, the lack in representation makes coming to terms with one's sexuality and identity a much more difficult task than intended. If overall representation for the two were to increase within American media, many API LGBTQ people could feel as though the topic were not too taboo of a subject to discuss anymore.
Additionally, the increase in representation can change the overall perspective of LGBTQ API in the public eye, as many are stereotypical and promote fetishization.
Due to these stereotypes, gay Asian men are often desired for their submissiveness, accessibility, and availability, as opposed to their attractiveness, much like how heterosexual men equate Asian women to their submissive and docile characters.
In doing so, we allow for this false portrayal of LGBTQ API to exist, making it so that their submissiveness is either desired by the gay community because of the easy catch, or fetishized by teenage girls who simply want to honor IRL Yowie and Yuri.
Even though the United States lacks constant representation for API people, it is not the only country that can provide a media outlet for LGBTQ API people.
As of 2014, a program called Being LGBTI in Asia has worked to identify obstacles and discriminations that LGBTQ people face within Asia, in the hopes that they are able to overcome these problems. The programs promote the safety and education of and about sexualities throughout society.
This allows for open discussion of the topic among society, eventually inviting more opportunities for LGBTQ people in Asia to be represented more in the media as something a part of regular occurrences.
Now, that's not to say that there's no LGBTQ movies or television shows in Asia, as there are plenty, ranging from movies to music videos, manhwas to television shows, and more.
Take 2016's Korean thriller The Handmaiden, a movie entirely about two women falling in love and then scamming a man out of all of his money. Interesting, right?
무슨 소린지 알 것 같아. 네 얼굴 자려고 누우면 꼭 생각나더라 나.
Moreover, we wish to increase awareness of the disparity in representation for LGBTQ API people by making recommendations readily available for anyone who is interested.
We've placed posters with recommendations that we believe will be enjoyable for anyone at any time.
In addition to this, we've created a blog that posts and shares GIFs, photo sets, and posts with recommendations of LGBTQ-focused media that you can access at any time.
Outside of that, stickers with the LGBTQ flag overlaid on a map of Asia, as well as a link to this blog, will be distributed as a way to further increase awareness.
Lastly, this video will be shared on social media, so make sure you like and share to help more people become aware. Thanks for watching.